If I would go back to my 20s, here are things that I would do to change the outcome of my life. You see, if wishes were horses, even beggars could ride them. I know time cannot be will behind. But this advice goes to all 20-year olds who think that they have their whole life ahead of them. You see, I became a mother at 20, and right now I'm 36, headed to my 40s. Sometimes, if you do not make wise decisions, or if you are not careful, you might end up in situations that you never planned for. So, the first thing I would do, I would make sure that I do not get into relationships until I'm done with my school. You see, I got into a relationship very early and it dragged my school. I finished my 4 year degree within 8 years instead of the four. So I would make sure that I do not get into relationships without without finishing my degree. Another thing that I would make sure I do, it is to be working all the time. You see, it does not matter the kind of job that you do, but you have to be having money and to have a plan with money. Because in your 20s, you waste a lot of money thinking that you don't have a lot that is needed of you. However, the decisions that you make with your money in your 20s affect your 30s, and sometimes they affect you for a long time. So I would make sure that I'm careful with my money, I'm working all the time, and also that I'm learning about money. Coming from a disadvantaged background means that you have just a lot more work to do. So I would be more careful with money and I would take lessons of money. Number three, I would make sure that I choose the right person as the father of my children. Love is not enough and it will never will. There's a lot more to look out for in a person other than you loving them. I would make sure that the person I'm with, they love me. I would make sure they are respectful, they fear God, and that they are family oriented. Those four things are very important so that even when we have children, even when we are moving into a full blown adulthood, he would still be there for me and the children. If I was in my 20s, I would make sure that I do not go into school on loan. You see, it took me a long time to finish my school. So instead of going on a loan, maybe I could be working and paying off my school instead of getting a loan. That way, after school, it would be easier. The next one, I would make sure that I continue or I start a business that I'm able to continue. When I was in campus, I started a business and I loved that business. But when I was through with campus, I only had aspirations of being employed and I didn't take my business beyond that. So I would make sure that the business I start in campus is the business that I want to continue with, or I would grow the business in order to continue with it even after campus. I do not have to be employed. I do not think it is a must. Not everybody is supposed to be employed, and I think I'm one of those people. So I would continue with my business. I would make sure that whatever I'm doing, I can scale it to become something more. The last thing I would do, I would fear God. You see, being saved can save you a lot in this world. Just having that fear of God. And maybe if I'm saved, even some people will not be in my circle, even some relationship I would not have entered into. Therefore, I would make sure that I know God more. I'm interested with God. I know time never goes back, but maybe that advice can help a 20-year-old somewhere who's not sure about what they are doing. Life gets better, it always will. So please use the present that you have well. Grow yourself. Do not wait for pain to grow you. Grow. Force yourself to grow. Growth is not always, does not always have to be painful. Choose your growth.